Stop giving certain levels of yourself to someone that has not earned it. Whether you're dating that person, right, that they won't give you that committed relationship, but they have all of the benefits of an actual committed relationship from you without having to claim the title. Or maybe you're in the committed relationship with your partner and you keep feeling slighted and feel like you give your all to them, but you still feel like you're not supported emotionally. You feel like you're on the island by yourself. This is a result of you giving up more than someone has earned. And then you wind up in a ball of hurt. And then now you're frustrated, you're sad, you get angry, whatever it is. And now you have complaints. Now you're trying to speak up and voice your concerns. And that other person, they won't give you what you need, right? They won't give you the committed relationship. They won't start respecting you more. They won't nurture your emotions. All the things are happening. And you keep pointing at them as this gripe you have with them, but you're giving them too much. Now, yes, should someone that you invest into and that you give your time, your energy, and you pour love into want to return it back and offer you what you need to feel good in the situation as well? Absolutely, they should, right? If we're operating the healthiest version of ourselves, everyone should do that. But you can't live your life waiting on what the other person should do because you can't dictate where they're at in their journey, their level of growth, and what they're willing to or able to understand right now and actually live out, right? You will spend a lot of your life in misery or really in pain or really let down if you keep waiting on someone else to do their part of an equation that you require to be happy. But you're usually only going to feel that way if you're giving up more ground than someone has shown you they deserve to have. This is why we have boundaries. This is why we honor those boundaries. And this can be rough a lot of times for people that are really loving and really giving and just really want to flow freely with people. And they say, well, why don't you just jump in and I just start loving on someone and they should want to do the same thing back in return. And you give, right? You invest and you invest. And then when you're not getting the return on that investment, now you feel robbed. You feel like you're the fool now, that someone's taking advantage of you, all these things. And they may be taking advantage. That might be accurate, but they can only take advantage as much as you allow them to. Anything without balance gets out of whack and becomes unhealthy, right? Life is this big circle wheel of balance. So that means where, yes, you can have a heart of gold. You can give so much of yourself. You can really invest into a situation. You can do all the things. That doesn't guarantee you get back what you put out, right? Because what you put out has to have balance to how it is given. That balance is requirements, standards, boundaries, things that need to be honored for you to give certain levels of you. Because when you don't set this precedent, you're effectively living without standards, without boundaries, and therefore you're letting your value live without any parameter to hold it to something that says it is actually valuable. And when you don't carry yourself and you don't live as a representation of your own value and have standards and boundaries that you must respect yourself as much as the person coming into your life or that's already in your life, then now that person, because they're on the same frequency as you, right? You attract what you're in harmony with. Remember that always. And so if this person is not honoring your value or not offering you what you need, it's because you have attracted them to you because you don't have standards and boundaries that forces whoever's going to be across from you to have to honor and respect those things. That's why you've attracted them. They're a person that sees the opportunity and at their space of growth or lack thereof, you align with them because they get to not have to care as much. They get to not have to, commit to you and honor what you need, right? And still gets to have your value in their life. That's the privilege they get by the way you're operating. So when you require more for you, you treat you better, the people around you or the other person across from you will do the same. And here's the thing. If you start to do this and the person across from you does not want to, and they won't, start to respect and honor you the way you're honoring yourself, then they're going to quickly leave, right? Or get out of your way so that the right person that will show up. Because someone will only stay and continue to take advantage of you if you allow them. If it, is fitting what they like right now. But understand this, the longer you do sit in that space, you allow someone to use you, if you will, or get all this benefit from you that you hold precious, right? You hold it precious to share your bed with someone or to spend all your time with them or to do special things for them and really make them matter in your world. That holds a lot of weight for you, right? That's really significant. So if you don't treat it that way, someone's going to just suck it all up, the person that doesn't understand, right? And where this doesn't serve you, it doesn't serve them either. The more you allow someone to take advantage or get more of you than they deserve, then now you hurt their growth as well. because they don't have to learn the lesson of, if I want to have someone that's this valuable in my life, I have to show up to a certain standard. I have to be a better me to be able to deserve a better person for me, right? But when you allow them to have certain levels of you without having to do that, they learn, I can be the version I am now of myself that isn't as considerate, isn't as empathetic, right? Doesn't respect the other person the same way, right? And I can still have that value. That starts to work in someone's subconscious that operating on a lower vibration is okay to get the things I want. So when you don't make sure someone must show up better to earn levels of you, you teach them to continue to be less than what they are truly built to be, which is an awesome person whenever they're willing to do the growth to live in the best version of themselves. So stop giving someone all the boyfriend or girlfriend benefits and perks when they're not willing to take you serious or really invest into you or show you that you matter that much, in their world, right? Stop continuing the same pattern with your partner that you've allowed for so long that they've gotten used to in a relationship just to keep having someone, right? Sooner take a step back, offer whatever someone has earned so far. Doesn't mean you have to be a jerk now, right? You can put certain levels of yourself out there. You can still be caring and nice and all those things, but have limits to it that doesn't go past the line that you'll feel robbed from if they don't offer back what you need to have in your life, the experience you need to feel good about what you're allowing them to have access to with you. Now, this is going to start cutting out a lot of dead weight when it comes to your dating life. A lot of people that, don't want to get on the train, they'll get off and get out of your way faster. Saves you more time. And like I said, when you start holding yourself this way, someone that's not willing to make the adjustments after you start to adjust for your own value, they'll leave to get out the way because it's uncomfortable for them now. They have to be better for themselves to actually keep you. And if they're not ready for that, they'll leave. If they value you enough, then they'll grow and make the changes. You're still serving both of you guys if you do that. But you don't serve you guys by allowing them to have something they don't deserve and that you feel bad for giving them if they haven't done the things you need to feel good about it. And if you're in a relationship already, you make this type of adjustment, it's going to be a shocker to your partner's system. Absolutely. And it should be. That relationship needs to be shaken up. It needs to be reset. That foundation needs to be made over because it was set in a really unhealthy path and framework from the beginning. You need to start making it healthy yesterday. And there's always going to be some fire before it's the harmony space when you're making a dramatic shift like that, because now your partner doesn't have a choice. They must change. They must adjust to this new you that values yourself. But they'll appreciate it so much more down the road after you stick to your guns and be consistent. And they have to become a better version of themselves because they're going to appreciate who they are now versus who you allowed them to continue to be currently. And if you ever need help valuing yourself properly, setting the proper standards and boundaries for yourself to get the results you deserve to have in your dating and relationship life, either reach out to me through email or DM me coaching and we will get to work. Let's get it.